This is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He'll find Andre Yosivas. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Now, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll get this out to the left flat. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That's caught left side by Otten. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They go play action with Mayfield. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7 0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. The second down throw is incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A first down throw for Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's into the hands of Yosivas. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jamar Chase, touchdown Cincinnati.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play. Second down and 8. Baker to throw. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run with Irving. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On first down is Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second down and 3. Throwing is Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Oh! And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's to his tight end, Eric All. The Bengals offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Gesicki, the man in motion. On first down, Burrow. Taking off, and Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mayfield going up top. He's got it. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. To the left side, to Godwin. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run it. It's Irving. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On play action, Mayfield. Inside the 10, it is caught. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second down throw for Mayfield. And he will score again. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosiva. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Second and a yard. Here's Brown. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now, Burrow. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They bring Chase in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Irving now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Buccaneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Godwin working the right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. This one is caught by Shepard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Baker. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Baker to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their 1st sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll look underneath here for Irving. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Burrow. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Burrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 16 on that connection, and the Bengals gonna have a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He's got it at the 3. And he will score. Game on. Andre Yoseva. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 1st down is Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. On second down, a run with Irvin. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here comes Otten in motion. On 3rd down, it's Irving. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Yosivas. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. This is 1st and 10. Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one, he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Second down throw for Mayfield. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll stick to the ground. That is not going to work at all. They'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a 1st throw here in overtime. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They go play action for Burrow. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now Brown. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Baker. That's caught left side by Otten. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. This one caught left side by Evans. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield to the goal line and in. Cade Otten. Touchdown, Buccaneers. They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for one to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. 14 on the pickup. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They bring the tight end in motion. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second.
A 52-yard attempt.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.